As many of you may know, we're only one day away from seeing if TikTok is going to be banned or not. And we have been seeing some outrageous replies to this ban online. But one of the craziest things I've seen so far is people saying that they are not going to pay their taxes if the TikTok ban goes into effect. As you guys can see, this video here says I am not paying my taxes after the TikTok ban, and this has 1.6 million views.
If the government bans TikTok, I'm not going to pay my taxes. I said it. It's my job, all right? I get money from this.
Yeah.
Last year, the money that I earned from TikTok, I paid taxes on it.
Right.
This year, I'm not doing that, all right? If you can't take away my job and then still demand taxes, that's not how this works, all right?
Here's what I think about that. While I can understand his frustration and the fact that his employment might be gone because of the ban of TikTok, I don't think the IRS is a group of people you want to mess with. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's very wise. I think if they have any knowledge of you making any money on TikTok, just pay the money. They're going to garnish your check and do a whole lot more if they find out where you work at next or whatever the case may be. So let's go to the comment section real quick. Somebody here says, can you claim unemployment? That is a great question. Now, I know a lot of people probably are asking if they were making any sort of money on TikTok. I know for myself as a YouTube content creator, I end up getting a 1099 every year. And I believe that's what many of the TikTok creators are getting also. But that is a great question. Somebody here says, good luck with the IRS. And I totally agree. I don't know why people think the IRS is to be played with, but they want their money. Somebody else says, sue them. I have heard a lot of people saying they want to sue the federal government for the lack of income they will have because of the TikTok ban if it actually does go into effect. And I don't know how serious a lot of them are. And I wonder, will that be something we see popping up? And then, of course, you have the people asking genuinely, why are we paying taxes at all? And everybody's entitled to your opinion. That's fine.
If the government bans TikTok, I'm not going to pay
Somebody
my
was responding.
taxes.
First and foremost, I want to share with you that this video is not monetized.
Okay.
Can we do that?
I
Can
don't think so.
160 million of us not pay our taxes?
Nah, I don't think so.
What would happen?
Look, what I think is going to happen is if you try that, I think the IRS is going to garnish your wages and then end up giving you something that says, hey, you got to pay interest. And I've seen people who owe back taxes. Some of y'all know people that have had to pay back taxes to the government. A lot of people who try this move and the government finds out, they either end up in jail, owing a lot of money, having a lot of interest charged. I don't think it's a smart thing to do. And even if you think about the numbers, it's like, yeah, can we all band together and do it? Yeah, you can. But is that the best idea for you individually if you get caught up in all of that? Probably not. I'm not going to tell nobody what to do because I'm not a tax professional. But ask yourself, is the risk worth the reward? Are you ready to have to pay any sort of consequences in the event this doesn't go the way you want?
What would happen if 160 million people did not pay their taxes because TikTok got banned?
I know everybody wants to ban in solidarity, but let me tell you something. When it comes to the IRS, I feel like y'all on your own with that one. And I'm not a TikTok creator. I'm not no matter how I make my money personally, who is trying to be caught up in all that?
I mean, I'm for it.
Okay.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
Let's see.
I feel like I need to see the comment section. I don't know. Let me see what's going on. We need to do it because the government is corrupt and using our taxpayer dollars to birdwatch for 6 months overseas in a luxurious setting. Somebody else says, I can't tell y'all how much I've been stressing over not paying my taxes last year. This year, I know I'll owe a bunch, so I wasn't going to, and seeing this vid makes me feel better. So this person is admitting she about to be 2 for 2. I just think this is a horrible idea. A lot of times people just simply don't have something set up to where the correct amount of money should have been coming out. And that's something that most people can do with their HR department, but a lot of people don't do that. And because of that or any other reasons that, a tax professional can tell you about, they end up owing money and then they're like, oh, well, I pay money to the government. Yeah, you pay money, but you probably don't pay enough. And we also have to remember things change yearly when it comes to taxes. So it just kind of is what it is. Here's another one. Somebody says, yeah, and don't y'all realize that every time somebody wants to do something big like no tax 2025, nobody wants to help or throw in extra hands because in reality, y'all don't care. And that's how I feel. I'm like, y'all people do all this talking online. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest, y'all. If it come down to it and you got to go to court about this, where are them people going to be when you in court trying to explain why you not paying your taxes? When they're talking about garnishing your check, where are they going to be at? And you still got to pay your rent. You got to pay your mortgage. I'm just saying, do what you think is best. At the end of the day, it's your life.
Listen, once this app gets banned completely, pay motherfucking taxes.
Why is she smacking like that?
How the fuck do you expect me to pay taxes if you're taking away my income?
Look, I could get past a lot of things, but the chewing with the mouth open, it's just so like arrogant to me. And I don't know, it does something to my senses. I cannot stand it, but let me try to get past it.
I ain't gonna make my man pay for those.
You're not gonna make your man pay.
I'm being for real. I am not paying fucking taxes.
Oh, mercy.
Honestly, I could not tell you how much money I made on this app, but I made some good amount of money each and every month, okay? If I had to guess how much money I made on this app, I would have to say I made at least over $1,000.
Total?
Maybe close to $2,000. Now, $2,000 ain't fucking shit. That's like $2 fucking dollars. But I'm not paying motherfucking taxes.
Oh.
Sorry. What the fuck you gonna do? If this app gets banned,
Ma'am,
I ain't fucking paying, baby.
they gonna come after you for whatever. When are y'all gonna understand? Uncle Sam want their money. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. This is just how this country works. Uncle Sam want their money, plain and simple. And when they find out that you ain't giving them they cut and giving them their money, they gonna come after you. And I'm not saying that that's a large amount of money or a small amount of money, because she did say she made, $1,000 to $2,000 on here, which is, great. It's a blessing. But if you owe Uncle Sam anything from that, they want it.
You think I'm paying my taxes on my TikTok income from last year? You are wrong, U.S. Supreme Court. You made a big mistake. None of us are paying our taxes on our TikTok money that we made last year.
She's a liar. Look, I can't get on these videos and speak for everybody. None of everybody on TikTok is going to pay their taxes. I'm not saying what they are or aren't going to do, but I think that's not true. And I understand y'all want to feel unified, but let's be honest.
Okay, this is our tax ban.
All right.
They're not paying it. There's no app. There's no taxable income because the app is gone. If you think that you're going to make people unemployed and then we're going to pay you ridiculous fees and taxes, get a grip. I'm so flustered. I can't believe that the TikTok app is actually going to be banned. I can't even talk. Banned? I can't believe that it's going to be banned. I really was holding on hope, and I was saying I love seeing everyone's I'm literally flabbergasted. Good vibe, no. Goodbye videos. Am I okay? You see what you're doing to us by removing this app? I can't even speak properly. I love seeing the goodbye videos and all of the TikTok trends coming back for the last goodbye, but please do not pay your taxes on your TikTok income last year. This is insane. You think
At the end of the day, you're personally going to be held responsible for whatever decisions you make in this life. That's just how it works. And I also think it's funny that it says in bold letters, I'm crashing out. Y'all are crashing out about taxes and not paying the government because of the TikTok ban is nuts. Like,
I've been seeing so many people on my For You page say that if TikTok gets banned, they're not going to pay their taxes.
yeah.
And like, I see people say this about a lot of different things. Like, oh, if this happens, like, fuck taxes, I'm not paying. And I'm not trying to sound like I am Uncle Sam's side piece right now, but do not fuck with the IRS people.
Right.
I used to work in HR and I would see the IRS send forms, whatever, to us, and we would get orders, literal waffle orders, to take money out of people's paychecks. They will withhold it from your paychecks, and you will go work your 40 hours, and they will take 80% of your check. The thing is, it's not an option to pay your taxes because they're going to get their money whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you're not paying it now, you'll be paying it later without interest and also without notice because they'll just start pulling from your paycheck. So, throw your medical bills in the trash and don't see that, whatever. But when it comes to taxes and the IRS, they are not to be fucked with.
Yeah. I think people think this is truly a game. It's not a game when it comes to the IRS. Somebody in her comment says, people won't even leave Meta platforms. Facebook stocks are soaring. Are they? I need to go look. If they won't follow through on that, I definitely don't believe the tax BS. People will keep rolling over for Zuck, Mark, Trump, etc. Oh my gosh. I agree with the stock part because in the event TikTok is banned, I definitely think that a lot of stocks are going to fly through the roof. We won't see the effects until probably the 21st because the stock market is closed on Monday, as most of you know, for MLK observance. That's if the ban actually goes into effect.
It's about to be tax time.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people make a lot of money off of TikTok. I'm actually at work right now. I got a W-2 job out in a company and I make a lot of money from TikTok. In light of it getting deleted, like, what does that mean for taxes from TikTok. You would be amazed at how many creators make six figures off of this app. I happen to be one of them, and I know they send out those 1099 forms or whatever they call them. I just want to know how all of that's working. I would assume, obviously, we still have to pay our taxes, and I've been audited 3 years in a row, so I don't play.
3 years in a row? That is crazy. I always hear people say that a lot of content creators are audited. And I also thought it was crazy he was making six figures off of TikTok. That is a blessing.
Yes. I've been audited 3 years in a row.
God.
All for them to come back like 9 months later every single time and be like, my bad, here's some extra money on top of your refund.
So they ended up giving him more money after the audits? Wow, that's crazy.
Anyway, do we got to pay taxes on all this money? It's not like I haven't been already. I'm just asking for the people who don't know, because quite frankly, I'm tired of getting audited just for them to find nothing. I don't even know what triggered that. I have to be doing something. Or the tax preparer, I don't know. I got to be doing something to get audited. And every year they're like, oh, never mind. Here's some extra money on your refund. Every year.
Wow.
This has been going on for 3 years. Hey, everybody happy about tax time? We just got our tax refund like 2 months ago from last tax season. Shit is ridiculous. I think what I'll do is just have me and my wife file separately. Have her claim all 3 of the kids and shit, and let me do mine as slow as they fucking do mine. Cause what?
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah, he definitely has a unique story 3 times in a row. Like, goodness. I know one thing. You definitely got to pay, and it doesn't seem like he's trying not to pay. But I am curious for them, where is it going to generate if not from TikTok, if they're not allowed to get on past Sunday if the ban goes into effect? These are some genuinely good questions.
Can we do that?
Well, somebody's replying to the video.
Can 160 million of us?
I mean, it really could be a thing. Like, this could be a real thing, a real movement for millennials and Gen Z. I mean, it's not one of the craziest things I've heard so far in 2025. Like, do you see anything wrong with it?
Yeah, I think that a lot of y'all, if y'all try to do that, you're going to be on your own. And these people on TikTok, y'all don't know each other. Y'all are not friends, but do what you will.
So I just posted the video that got like 10,000 views about the TikTok no tax, like ban, whatever, in 2025.
Yeah.
My only thing that I'm just trying to make sure is you guys aren't going to leave me hanging, right?
They will.
Like, are we doing this or are we not doing it? Because like,
to make a decision based off of, are we doing it, guys? That already says enough, in my opinion, that there are people online that genuinely have to get a consensus about what the group is doing, and that's not always what's best. Even if a whole bunch of people came in the comments and look, and they are telling her, do it. We doing it. Doing it 100%. I'm okay with losing all the tax season business when it comes to this. Heck yeah. I'll change careers over this app. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing in these comments because y'all are going to be on your own.
I need to figure out if I got to get my receipts together or not.
You do.
Because the taxes are coming up, like these due dates are coming up very, very, very soon. And if I'm the only one that's doing it, it's not going to be good for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that if nobody else participates in this, that video is already sent to an IRS agent.
And that's the other thing. Y'all are getting on TikTok in the last days. It's last days of TikTok talking about you ain't about to pay no taxes. Even if you did say you weren't going to pay taxes, y'all put the evidence up that you plan not to. So I hope you really do.
If not, my dad. And he's going to message me like, please don't think about doing that. Because ultimately, this falls on business owners. Because most of you guys are W-2 employees. So your taxes were already taken. So like, I need to know other business owners are going to like do the same thing. And if you guys are not going to do it, that's totally cool. Let me know. And I'll just wait for Trump to get in office. Because like,
the fact that anybody that is a business owner is even questioning that would be a little odd to me, because as a business owner, you don't make these sort of decisions based off of what everybody else is doing. This is your business. Y'all got to be able to think for yourself. I know. And I hope she's joking. I really do.
I might just find out that we don't do this shit anyways.
Y'all, please file your taxes. Do not be a dumb bitch.
Whoa. I was not expecting that. It was a little blunt, but
If you made more than $600 from TikTok in the year of 2024, you will have a 1099 tied to your TIN or your SSN.
yeah, did y'all forget about that? And a lot of y'all are business owners. They have all the information up on you already.
You do not have to get a 1099 form from TikTok. The IRS already will have a copy.
Oh, no.
So
Will
if
they?
you choose not to file that 1099, what is going to happen is in about 3 years' time, you're going to get hit with underreported income and a shit ton of late fees.
And then a lot of those late fees might also come with interest charges.
And then if you have a refund coming towards you, they will take that from you.
Yeah.
So do not do that. File your taxes like an adult.
Yeah.
I know everybody's pissed off and saying, how are you going to take my taxes when you say it's a national security risk? I get it. But what I'm trying to tell you is the government does not care. They do not care yesterday. They do not care today. And they will not care 3 years from now. So get a copy of your 1099. If you do not receive one in the mail from TikTok, should this app be bananaed, the IRS will be able to obtain a copy. And they will. It might not be next year. It might not even be the year after that, but they will get their money.
So I was just thinking, imagine going to court or trying to explain why you didn't pay your taxes. And you're like, yeah, there was this thing going on TikTok where we all said we weren't going to pay our taxes and we were going to band together against the system. And then they pull up the videos of people saying how they're not going to pay their taxes and all the evidence and all these different things. Even though, TikTok is probably going to be banned, but the internet, stuff ends up on the internet somehow, I wouldn't want to be trying to explain. I just thought I could do it because a whole bunch of us came up with that conclusion in the comments that we're going to band together. They're going to leave you high and dry.
If the government bans TikTok, I'm not going to pay my taxes. I said it.
Whether they get rid of TikTok or not, I definitely don't think it is the move to play with the IRS. And I want to just make sure I put an emphasis on that. Y'all do what you think is best. And let me know, do you think the TikTok ban is actually going to happen tomorrow? Let's see who ends up being right. But we have to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.